It is easy as we go through life to get stuck in a rut. And over time, piece by piece, and often without us noticing, a barrier can be built that blocks or hinders our progress and self-improvement. This may be a less obvious barrier than financial or time restrictions, but it too can be broken down through Syntek Global. There is nothing like a glass of cold, sparkling water to quench your thirst after your morning workout, or the convenience of a bathroom sink to brush your teeth when you are late to your 8:30 board meeting, or the fun of filling up the bathtub for the little one's nightly bubble bath. Often we take water for granted, we waste it, and we even pay too much to drink it from little plastic bottles throughout our day. What about those people whose days aren't as easy or convenient as ours? For over 1 billion people in the world, their days look more like this: walking and walking and walking to find water from a source they can only hope is clean or safe. They can't even imagine a day like ours. The next time you go through your convenient daily routine, take a moment to think about this. Water is a necessity for all life, but clean, safe water is scarce in certain parts of our world. Today, far too many people spend their entire day hoping and searching for clean water. The United Nations estimates that sub-Saharan Africa alone loses 40 billion hours per year collecting water. Instead of learning in the classroom, children are spending time gathering water for their families. School days are lost because students who suffer from waterborne illness can't stay in class. Half of the world's hospital beds are filled with people suffering from a water-related disease. In developing countries, about 80% of illnesses are linked to poor water and sanitation conditions. If that isn't enough, there is also a critical food shortage in Africa. It is impossible to grow crops without irrigation, and without access to a reliable source of water, food is hard to grow and even more difficult to preserve and prepare. Development in every area of life is affected while people merely try to survive rather than progress. Clean water is one of the biggest solvable problems facing the world today, and yet we continue to see whole communities all over the world stunted in their health, progress, and lives as a result of no access to clean, safe water. You may be wondering right now that if this problem can be resolved, why hasn't it been yet? Sometimes the most complex problems have the simplest answers. We can and we will help with a simple solution: give and live. After careful planning and research, we have found a way for the entire Syntek Global family to give and live on a continual basis. And it all begins with you. We have partnered with Reach the Children, an organization that provides underprivileged children opportunities to become self-reliant by strengthening families and communities. Together, we can provide life-sustaining sources of clean water for communities in Africa through 3 different types of projects: drilling wells, rain catchment systems, and reclamation of natural springs. Each community has different needs, so we can tailor the best approach for those people. What would happen if everyone cared? We at Syntek Global could drastically improve the lives of tens of thousands of people every day. When you help build a well, harvest rain, or reclaim a spring, you'll make sustainable agriculture possible. You will allow children to get back to school instead of collecting dirty water all day. You'll reduce disease and water-related illness. You'll help parents find more time to care for their family, maintain a farm, and even run a small business. You can help break the cycle of poverty in Africa. It's time to take action now and give to live. Syntek Global is already donating, and we invite you to join us in our efforts. Together, we can do so much. Every dollar you give will help give children, families, and entire communities clean, safe water. We truly can make a difference for entire generations by removing this barrier so they can have better health, a better education, and a better life. The problem is huge. The solution is simple. And it can all start with you. Give and live.